Hello, Moon. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, Cheryl. Hello, hello. Pyro! Thank you so much for the resub, Pyro. Thank you, thank you. Pyro says, ah! Appreciate it. Just turning down the music a little bit. Hello, Quarter Stitch. Welcome in. And oh, Pyro with the gift sub to one of our bots. Pyro always makes sure the bots are taken care of. And thank you to Moon for the hydrate. I almost said thank you Toot for the hydrate out of pure habit. I already gifted Nightbot this month. How did you stream elements? Yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. And Toot and Moon are basically the same person. Well, hello everyone. I usually get my thread and everything started before stream so that I can focus on stream. However, I'm working on Black Ada, as you can see. And I got a knot. Okay. I'm working on Black Ada, which in and of itself is not an issue, but for streams, I have to turn off the light behind me that I use for crafting. And the color that I picked up was this really dark green. So I could not see my stitches at all. So I switched to this lighter green. As I was starting stream, so here we go. But anyways, hello everybody, welcome. It's Monday night. We're getting the week started strong. I hope you guys are feeling good. If you are working on anything at the moment, please let me know. If you can start a thread without... I think I need to turn on my light. Just for a moment. Toot is working on their pronoun moth. And Moon is about to pick up Kawaii Baphomet. Nice. Oh wow, that green is really hard to see even with my light fully on. Alright, I'm just gonna leave the light on until I get this thread started, and then I will turn it off again, because it really washes out the color and get weird shadows and everything. So Charles is take easy perfect. That's what we like to hear here. Take easy also important. Porter says, I thought that was green but wasn't sure. Excited to see the colors you've added to her. Yes. So last week I was just doing the face, which is pretty much the same palette as it was before, but she has colors now. And thank you, Toot, for reminding us all of the wisdom of socks. Run fun. Ken no run. No fun. Take easy, also important. High laces. Sleep only on left side. Words that we can all live by. Okay, there we go. I've got that started. Let me turn off the light, or at least turn the light down. Okay, that's good. Okay. So yes, I don't think I showed you guys what she's going to look like when she's finished, or my plans for her. So, hello Gwen, hello, welcome in. So, I am not making one Celtic witch. I am making 8. There are going to be 8 versions of her. This is the Yule witch. And there will be a Beltane witch, and an Imbolc witch, and an Austera witch. The whole Wheel of the Year. And they're all going to be the same size, but none of them are going to be exactly the same. I'm going to use different skin tones, different facial features, different hairstyles. Everyone is going to be completely unique. So this is the first one. This is Yule, which is why I went for this very pale sort of skin tone. Because, you know, midwinter, very pale, very snowy. What have I done? What have I done? Ben says, oh my. And yes, Moon has seen some of the sketches and the ideas and is excited about all of them. So our Yule Witch has a crown of fir, fir, F-I-R, and holly. And she's wearing a green and red dress and has long, long, pale golden hair. British just says, I'm excited. Good, I'm glad. So Yule Witch, the one that I'm currently working on, will be coming out this December. And then the other ones will be coming out around their respective holidays. Gwen sees Pow lurkin. Yes. Pow has been doing a lot of burrowing lately. And it's caused some visual illusions where it looks like she's burrowing beneath the floor of her enclosure. Like, I'll look over just as she's kind of tilting herself down into a burrow, and it looks like she's too far down to be still inside. And I'm like, how did you dig through PVC and then wood? And then I'm like, no, okay, no, she's fine. She's still in there. Gwen says, that's so cool. I really look forward to seeing these. Thank you. I am so looking forward to designing them. I've been really excited about it. I'm trying to, because they're coming out all through the next year. I'm trying not to like design them all now because I have other stuff I need to work on first, but it is hard. Moon says she wants to hibernate, and Gwen says, is she channeling her brethren that get buried in the garden? I'm sure she is. Like, tortoises are a burrowing species. and they just like to dig. I don't know why she's so, you know, diggy right now, but she's been pushing her furniture around and making big holes and big piles. And then I go in and I like level out all of the substrate just to mess with her. Carol says maybe she just wants out to get more treats. That's very true. We are doing a treat eat tonight, by the way. There is going to be a prediction up later. Yes, tonight is Battle of the Round. We're doing grapes versus grape tomatoes. Round versus round. There can only be one. Except no, because I usually give her lots of round. And asked, are they pre-cut or are you going to watch her go bowling? Toot and I actually had a discussion about that before stream, because if we were just giving them to her, we would probably cut them. But Toot pointed out that bowling would have been funny, but I decided to cut them for her. So yes, as Toot said, I am boring. See if I can pull my camera down a little bit so you can see the part that I'm stitching on. Gwen noticing the stank eye on Pow. Yeah, she knows what that camera is. Like, I don't think she knows what the camera is. She knows that the camera is somehow related to us and would very much like it to go to heck. And yeah, reminding me that after, so stream on Friday, we gave her egg versus chicken. She destroyed that egg, by the way. I went to pick up the dish to clean up like what she had left. There was a single chip of shell and like 2 little crumbs of yolk left. She ate everything. It was all over her face. So we got her out and Toot held her while I washed her face, and she was so cute about it, because like I was pretty sure she was gonna, you know, tuck inside and hide and just basically fight us on it, but she like pressed up into the wet cloth and she let me wipe her eyes. It was so cute. And yes, Binks was shook. I posted a pic in the Discord of the little cuddle session. I was getting heavy too. Like, we used to be able to just pick her up with one hand. And now I definitely need to use 2. She's getting big and she's getting like tall. Also, I am so happy to be streaming tonight. I feel like I've been consistently missing Mondays for some, like, I just feel like I haven't done Monday in a while, which I know is probably just me conflating my needing to take easy too much in my head. But also, I haven't really been stitching a lot the last couple of days. And I really wanted to get some stitching time in. That's my own, like, selfish motivation for wanting to stream. I wanted an excuse to sit here for 2 hours and stitch. Because it's not like It's not like I don't have time to stitch. It's that I keep getting squirreled by everything. I'll like sit down and stitch, and then I'll be like, oh right, I wanted to work on this thing for the shop. Oh right, I need to go do this. I've gotten distracted 217 times today, I'm sure. And then it's like, okay, I want to finish this sample because I'm all caught up on designing. I've got my design set up through the end of October. You know, I just need to get my sample stitches done, so I'll do some sample stitching. And then it'll be like, ooh, but I really wanted to play around with this idea, and then I'll get completely sidetracked with designing something. It's a problem. Hey, Jennifer, welcome in. Just stitching on our beautiful Yule Witch here. And I was talking about how I consistently get distracted from actually stitching. I think I did like 150 stitches yesterday, all day. And so far today I've done, let's see, I've done, not counting what I've done on Yule Witch, I have done 121 stitches. It's actually more than I thought I did. I know take easy also important. I have not been taking easy. I have been taking squirrel in 1,000 directions. Thing that distracted me the most this afternoon. So I've been trying to be good about not picking up more patterns because A, I want to stitch more of my own stuff. B, we have hundreds of patterns in the archives at this point. And I just don't need more patterns. I have lots of things queued up. I have lots of things kitted up. Don't need more patterns. So I bought a pattern yesterday. I bought several patterns yesterday, but I bought 2 patterns that immediately went into my, like, I need to make this right away. And it is a really cute Halloween black cat full coverage-ish piece that I just fell in love with because it's giving Binks energy, like my Binks, my crazy child Binks, and I just fell in love with it immediately. Like, I've been looking for a full coverage piece of a witchy black cat, which you think would be pretty easy to find, and like, yes, they are easy to find, but finding the right one has been difficult. And as soon as I saw this one, I was like, okay, that's her. So I loaded it up into Pattern Keeper. And it's one of those patterns where it only has the symbol on the colored background. So Pattern Keeper reads the whole box as the symbol. So when you highlight them, you can't actually see what's highlighted. So that would be really hard to stitch, especially for a pattern that is 24,000 stitches. So I contacted the designer, and I just, because it was through Etsy, so I contacted the designer and I just said, hey, your pattern is not, I purchased this pattern, it's not really loading up into Pattern Keeper. Do you happen to have a black and white version of it? And then I kind of like set it aside. When got squirreled by Sim stuff from finishing Tiny Witch. You've got time. You've got time to finish Tiny Witch. It's not coming out until Thursday. Anyway, he got back to me today basically saying, like, no, I don't have Pattern Keeper. It said in the listing there's no Pattern Keeper. So, like, basically, why are you bothering me? Which I was like, about. So I took the mock-up photo from the PDF, put that into WinStitch using the photo converter that's built in, and using the palette from the original pattern to get pretty much the same pattern, give or take a few random stitches in WinStitch, and it worked 1,000 times better than I thought it was going to. Porter says that's not a great customer experience. It was not. Like, the whole vibe of the message was basically, you can't read and you're an idiot for asking me, when, like, dude, I'm also a designer on Etsy, and that's a question that I would 100% feel okay answering. And, like, it's one thing if he didn't have the files anymore. I totally understand that. But that's not the way it was presented to me. So anyway, that's fine. So I get it loaded into WinStitch. And I'm actually happy that I loaded it into WinStitch, because I started cleaning it up a little bit, you know, like cutting out some of the background, so I'm not doing 11,000 stitches of 939, that kind of thing. Moon biting your tongue. And I was like, you know what? I think I could make this part of it brighter. And I really like the use of purple in this section, but I think this could be deeper. So I'm like, so I got it in, and if I had just left it there, it would be ready to go. But of course, I am now changing a bunch of colors, and I'm making little tweaks to it everywhere, and I can't just walk away and let it be okay. So actually, it turned out really good, because I'm a lot happier with the version of the pattern that I'm putting together. I won't be offering it through the Etsy store, because it isn't my art. I don't feel comfortable doing that. It's just going to be for my personal use. But I really like what I've done, and I'll show in the server when I've got kind of like my final mock-up, the changes that I made. But so that's been today's major school project, because I'll be like, okay, I need to walk away and do something else, and I'll walk away and do something else for about 10 minutes and go right back to working on it. Just be like, ooh, what about this that I could try? So I closed the program completely just before stream to maybe give myself the evening off from poking at it, but somehow I doubt that will actually work. Thank you, Gwen, for saying I'm resourceful in the face of adversity. It's saying DH doing DH things. Yeah. And then I'm working on November's free pattern. So again, that was like, I'm just going to do a quick sketch and then I'm going to walk away. Spent 2 hours on it. It's just been one of those days. Like, I'm having fun designing, but I also just want to sit and stitch. But then I get distracted by design, which makes me want to stitch more. The never-ending cycle. And now that I'm working on her, I'm like, I could work on those. Self, you actually have to stitch sometime. I put in our Discord server, which I know I keep mentioning, but that's where I spend most of my time. Even if I'm just lurking, I'm there. Thank you for putting up the Discord link there. we have our Wheel of Whips channel. I set up my Wheel of Whips. At 8:13 this morning, I sat down with my breakfast and my drinks and my water, and I spun my Wheel of Whips. And I was just putting in the first stitch on the project that came up at 8:59. And as I was putting in that first stitch, Toot wakes up. And whenever Toot wakes up, I make her breakfast and get her water for the day and that kind of thing. Like, that's just our routine. So I put in a single stitch and then got up and, you know, did our morning stuff and unloaded the dishwasher and tidied the kitchen a little bit. So I have done like 10 stitches on Dino Forest today. It's just a distracty day. But it's all like fun stuff. Enjoyable stuff. And of course, I was take easy, also important. Rest is productive. Rest is necessary. I have a knot as I say that. I think I sounded a little bit angry saying that. Okay. Oh, I fixed it. Success. I was going to say, well, it's just about time for our break, so I'll send us to break and then zooming along. But yeah, we're gonna take a break. Gwen says, I like that you're reassuring that I have so many days left for the next glue of Tiny Witch, and so I don't also have a bunch of other Sals. I know you have a bunch of other Sals. All right, so we are going to take our little 3-minute break. If you're watching on Twitch, I am going to run an ad. You're not going to miss anything because I'm not going to be talking. It's just going to be the music and Philodile here. And if you are watching on YouTube, just enjoy your break. Get up, stretch, hydrate, unshrimp, do whatever you got to do. I will see you guys back here in 3 minutes. Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you had a good break. Toot giving us a hydrate right before we went away. So everybody hydrate with me, stretch. Hope you're all nice and cozy now. Toot also put up the prediction just before the break. So that is for our tree eat. So if you, once again, the contenders are grapes versus grape tomatoes. Whichever one you think Pow will go for first during her tree eat. Also early is here. You can vote using your channel points if you're on Twitch. If you are watching on YouTube, you can just drop your guess in the chat. What color are the grapes? The grapes are green. My brain was not supplying the color green. And was just showing me a picture in my head of the grape tomatoes, which are red. So, yeah. But early is here. Here she is. Sorry, that was me trying to move the camera and early smacking her face into my mouse as I was moving it. But I think we're okay now. I'm going to show you guys what Yule Witch is going to look like. And then I'm going to ask Gwen how the cells are going. So I think you guys can see, if I go like that, you just get glare. Okay. So we've kind of got to tilt it like that. But you can get an idea. So each pattern in the series is going to be the same size with the same oval wreath. Of course, what comprises the wreath is going to change based on the season. And like I said, they're all going to look different. But yeah. So yeah, that's what she's going to look like. Really? Are you going to settle? Thank you, Gwen. Gwen says, aw, she's pretty. She is very pretty. I love her. So Gwen, how are the sals going? Are you still at four sals? Gwen is our current reigning king, queen, ruler, monarch of Sal's. So many. But like, I totally get it. I am slightly addicted to mystery boxes. And a Sal is basically just a mystery box. If you are watching and you would like to try out a mystery cell, I'm running one. It's the Tiny Witch mystery cell. First clue is already out. Second clue is coming out on Thursday, but there's still time to sign up. Let me just put up the link there. Oh, you got it. Thank you. I'm trying to get early to lay down instead of aggressively headbutt everything. Gwen says I'll probably get Tiny Witch done tonight as long as I don't get completely sidelined. Oh, so good luck. And I know that sounded really sarcastic and it was a little bit teasing, but also good luck. I hope that you don't get sidelined because I know how that be. Gwen says, I'm trying to get more work done on Monster House while you're at work, but people keep actually expecting you to do things. That's so rude. Not very polite. So rude. Don't they know that you have stitching to do? In our joint live stream a couple weeks ago, Moon and I were talking about our numbers of whips. And at the time I said, you know, I have 4 because I have 2 that I'm probably not going to finish, and then I had Celtic Witch who was in State of Limbo. But, you know, now she's back. So I'm up to, I've got Celtic Witch, Those Who Wait, Dino Forest, Swamp Coven, and a shop sample that I'm working on. So I'm up to 5. And let's be real honest, I'm probably starting another one tomorrow. It's dangerous. Dangerous, this cross-stitching thing. And since the amount of times my phone rings and I just yell, I'm busy, before I pick up. Even if you're literally just sitting there doing nothing. Yes, Gwen. I know we're all really bad at math, but I'm pretty sure 5 is more than 3. 5 is more than 3. That's the problem. I want 3. But I have 5. And tomorrow I will have 6. Captions had some trouble with that. That was funny. 6 is 3 twice? Dude, you're so right. I can't help it. There's just so many pretty things, and I want to make all of them, and I want to make all of them right now. Because, like, usually I wouldn't have 2 shop samples going on at the same time. But this... The witches are larger than my usual pieces. They're around 5,000 stitches each. And if I were to... I think it would be too tight if I tried to stitch her in order with the other ones. And also I just really wanted to start her. So I think the witches may be their own category for a while. It says, have you considered finishing some? I've considered it. I have considered it, but I don't think I'll be pursuing that avenue at this time. But says, I also like how Toot is becoming accidentally non-monogamous. She's monogamous, she just needs a break every 5th day. It's like God creating the world. On the 5th day, Toot rested. And by rested, I mean worked on something else. Dude, what did you just do? Has Gwen been timed out? I suspect Gwen has been timed out. She deleted Gwen's message. You heard Toot laugh in the background. That's so funny. I'm gonna go read Quarter Stitch's shutting down. I'm gonna go read Quarter Stitch's message and ignore what's going on over there. Quarter says, I've bought several overdyed fabrics in the last couple of weeks. I'll probably have several starts once they... Oh, danger. Danger, danger, danger. I have some dye. I have some Ada to dye. I am going to play with dyeing both white Ada and overdying black Ada and seeing if I can get, like, different dark shades. But I've been sick. And dying is basically exhausting because there's just a lot of like carrying heavy wet things, and I just haven't been up to it, but I'm very excited to try. Toot says, on this die? Yes, this die. To die. We must help to die. And says, oh no. The overdyed fabric, or the fact that you got mod. You're sure this happens to other people? That their messages get deleted? Just Mac. Oh, you keep getting gift subs to random channels you've barely looked at? Yeah, the way that gift subs work, especially because Twitch is doing the thing where it's giving it like extra gift subs. There's like a priority list of who gets gift subs. And basically, if you've ever watched anyone's stream for any amount of time, you're eligible for a gift sub in that stream. And when Moon streams, because she streams until after our bedtime, I just leave the stream running on my computer, and because my computer doesn't go to sleep with the streams going, I just end up following this like raid train throughout the night. So I'll wake up in the morning and Twitch is still on, and we've arrived at some stream. Sometimes it's really interesting because like sometimes it'll be like Valorant. I leave Moon playing Valorant and I come back to someone else playing Valorant. And then there was one Moon stream where she was playing Stardew Valley and I came back and it was someone playing Valorant. And I was like, wait a second. Because like there's a good 8-9 hours between the time that I last looked at Twitch and where Twitch is now. So yeah. So then I end up with random gift subs from streamers I have literally never heard of, but I was in their stream for like 3 hours because I followed the raid train. Oh, no wonder this was so dark. This is 890. This isn't 3345. Guys, I'm silly. I was like, oh wow, that's like a lot darker than I thought it was. That's because it's the wrong color. Take all these out. You need to track this one down. These emotes are too heckin' cute. Yeah, that is a good way to discover new emotes. I think the first time I saw like the buff emotes were from a random stream sub. Honestly, this 890 is so dark, I cannot see it. Crafting Addict Jen, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I am an old man trying to frog 890 on Black Ada. I will be more chatty in just a moment. Ah, success. Okay. One says, I have one small shelf left and the left third of the floor. You can do this. You got this. I believe in you. We are sending all of our tiny cozy witch energy to you. But speaking of Moon and I's stream the other day. No worries, Jen. Working on a hat. We are so lurk friendly. And I love my favorite thing. I say this all the time and it sounds like a spiel, but it's 100% true. My favorite thing is when people put me on in the background and then like go clean their kitchen or do some crafting or something. I love it. Makes me so happy. But hi, welcome in. What kind of hat are you working on? Are you knitting? Are you crocheting? Are you trying to think of other ways to make a hat? Sewing? What's the really old one that you do with one needle? My brain's just going skull, which is not a thing. Null binding. There we go. Tatting. You could tat a hat. Weave. You could weave a hat. And Jen, if you're just coming in, we are going to feed my tortoise Pow, who's up in the corner in the critter cam. We are going to feed her a snack in about 10 minutes. And chat is guessing which snack she'll go for first. Whether she's going to like the grapes or the grape tomatoes more. So you can predict with your channel points, or if you don't have any channel points yet because you just joined us, you can just leave your guess in the chat. Okay, that's a lot easier to see. Probably not for you guys because you're like all the way back there. So 890 is pistachio, very dark. And it is very dark. I think it's the darkest green. Tortoise is going for the tomato. Okay. Tomatoes are looking good. And says I will be the odd one out. You're going for grape tomatoes. Everyone else is going for grapes. She says, question, does she get the dilly dip for her tomatoes though? She doesn't like dill. I know because I've tried to feed it to her and she drags it out of her dish and steps on it. So she doesn't like dill and she probably shouldn't have sour cream. Toot disowning her. Because leafy greens are the main part of her diet. Dark greens like kale and chard and bok choy and cabbage. And well, cabbage isn't a dark leafy green, but you get the idea. That's the main part of her diet, but just for variety, we'll throw in some different stuff if we have it. So we got some dill to cook with, and we had a bunch left over because you buy fresh dill and you get this giant handful and you only like this much. So I put it in her salad and she hated it. So won't be doing that again. Toot sending Pow to live in the shame corner with Moon, who also doesn't like dill. Tastes like spicy soap. Oh yeah, Moon doesn't like tomatoes either. This whole idea is a nightmare. We've been having our snackle boxes and Toots is loaded up with apples and grape tomatoes and apples and grape tomatoes and carrots. And we found this dip. I think it's Lighthouse Dips, and it's called Dilly Dip, and it's basically like a sour cream dill dip. And I'm pretty sure if I could just inject it straight into Toot's veins, she would prefer that. Moon's being censored. And Toot will not stand for this dill slander. No big deal. I just want you guys to see how Early is currently sleeping. How is this comfortable, baby? My opera just crashed. I hope Dream is still going. Yes, thank you for telling me you updated. It says it's delicious. It's literally in the name. Oh, hi. Welcome back, everyone. I can see chat again. Maybe I just need to make Moon mod as well, and then they can fight back. Gwen says Early huff and bobbins. I know. I don't know like why this is a thing that's happening, but it's happening. I had a floss bobbin box here in Early's spot, and she curled up on top of it, so she's totally comfortable with that. She just didn't like the decoy keyboard. She does like these little boxes, but usually they have a lid on them for her to rest her chin on. And now she's just in the box. Okay though. Fine. Hey Orchid, you're just in time. You have 3 minutes to wager your channel points on grapes or grape tomatoes. And welcome in, Orchid. If there's two things Orchid likes, it's channel predictions and the Wheel of Whips. Toot says our middle child sure is the middleist. Yeah, she just puts up with what she's given. The wheel is not present, Orchid. I'm sorry. Maybe we'll do wheel next week. Maybe next Monday will be a wheel day. Tortoise has a good point. The decoy wasn't warm like the in-use keyboard. And also, because she couldn't lay comfortably on it, she was too far away from me. And the whole point of sleeping on my keyboard is being close to me. The wheel has been in hibernation. Sorry, my brain just short functioned. I was trying to say shorted out and malfunctioned, but I'm okay now. The wheel's been in hibernation because I haven't had that many whips. And I don't want to put a new start on the wheel. Just for the sake of having a new start. I did that once and it didn't work out. But I have many whips now. So we're good. I have 3 8-inch frames now. So I've got Yule Witch, Dino Forest, and Those Who Wait in the frames. And I've got my shop sample and Swamp Coven in the hoops. I've got small, like 6-inch, 7-inch hoops. Orchid says Jort functioned. Yeah, pretty much. you guys aren't familiar with the concept of Wheel of Whips, I use a wheel spinner, put my active whips on it, and then every 15 minutes or so, you guys can redeem channel points or just yell at me to spin the wheel and change what I'm working on. So it's fun. It's a little bit chaotic, but it is fun. And then my crafting log for the day gets really long because it's like I worked on like 6 things, but I only got like 35 stitches at a time done. And in the server, we now have a bot that'll do random number pulls for you. So basically Wheel of Whips, slightly less visually entertaining. I looked for a wheel spin bot and I could not find one that actually had a wheel. All right, guys, all the votes are in. It is time for the treat. I'm just gonna do this. Let's hop on over to the POW cam, see how POW's doing. Oh, she angry. Do a little zoom in there. Yeah. You can see, like, you can tell that she's been digging a hole because she's down in her hole. she's just been doing a dig. Gwen says she's exactly where she was when I said she was doing a glare. Yeah. Yeah. She's in a mood today. All right, we have a tomat and a grape. She'll be getting more than these, but just for the initial prediction phase. All right, Pow, which one is it going to be? She's making her way. Oh, looking like it may be grape, but she... Oh, or tomato. Yeah, she's just being tired and not standing up on her feet. Sniffing the grape. Oh, oh, and it's the grape. Grape is the winner. Someone putting in 10k points at the last minute for grape tomatoes. All right, grapes are the winner. All the channel points getting dished out now. Did you? Yes. Secret treats for later. For Pow. Secret later treats. Pow is become Skeledile. Maybe next week we will pull out both the Wheel of Whips and Skeledile. It'll be like when Jacksepticeye started... Sorry. It'd be like when Jacksepticeye started doing top of the morning laddies again. And we have Gigi watching on. Gigi is being held. He is not allowed to go into the enclosure. All right, there he goes. Gigi's a good boy. Oh, on the nose. Heck. Hey, Gigi. Yes, that was Gigi. Oh god, guys. Oh Oh no, Cheryl. Cheryl noticed their laptop was puffy, so you take out the battery. I'm glad you were back in time for that too. Pulling this down. We got Gigi here. We got Binks over here. Look at the Binks cam. We got Pow eating grapes. We got Binks crouching over here. We've got Early and Gigi. Gigi's just slightly off camera there. All the kitty cats. Most of the menagerie's here. Half the menagerie. But no, Charles, I'm glad you noticed that. That's always scary. Yeah, she is straight up ignoring those tomatoes. I think she really does like sour flavored stuff. And that's why she kind of tends to she tends to go for the grapes and things first. Gigi was being a dragon and was too cute, so you had to cuddle him. Aw, and then he had to come and harass me. Isn't that right, Gigi? Is it because you're a good boy? Gigi, are you a good boy? Yes, father, I am a good boy. Now give me treats. Yeah, good thing your battery is removable. And Gigi is gone, just like that. I think I'm gonna have to move the frame to get the top of her head. Let's see if I can at least get the top of the crown. Charles with the cat summons. All right. All right, so I'm at the end of this thread. Let me tie off this thread and then we'll do a cat summons here. Treats for Gigi. Look at you. So, yeah. Turning that sideways like this is going to make any difference. Okay, it's time for the cat summons. Just gonna move the floss out of the way. And then I do this, and then that happens. Hi, baby. Early, did you want some treats too? Here you girl. Anybody else? This is handsome man only times. Gigi boy. See if I can get him. I gave him too many treats over there. Gigi boy handsome times. Silly boy. You can have the treats if you look at the camera. Gigi. Anyone else? Bella. Bella, Bings. Pico. Nobody else appears to want their treats. Is this the second time you've gotten treats from Daddy's secret stash of treats? Yes, it is. Is it because Daddy's a big ol' sucker? Yes, it is. Are you eating Early's treats? Yes, you are. I'm a big sucker. I really am. And like, I don't like getting my hands all treaty. So I just kind of like tip a few out of the bag and do that. But that gives him like many treats. So yes, I am overfeeding him treats. But he's so handsome, do you blame me? Charles says, guess you were right. Okay, Toot. Toot says that I'm such a sucker and they would never spoil him like that. Okay. Sure, Jan. Okay, Gigi, that's it. Honestly. You're such a big chunk boy. Big chunk boy. Okay, I'm taking my keyboard back. If you want to sleep around the keyboard, you can. All right, do you guys want the stitching view or the POW view? I can do either one. Well, she's still there? Alright, you got it. We step upon the tomats. Now she's going for him. See, she still has a little bit of trouble even when they're cut. But at least when they're cut, like, they have some grip on the ground. But yeah, I think it's because the tomatoes are sweet and the grapes are sour, and she just likes sour stuff. Also, it's so cute when she eats sour things like grapes, when she does that little, like, lip smacky thing, beak smacky thing. It's like, nom, nom, nom. It's so cute. Gwen agrees. The smacking is adorbs. The captions are concerning. Yeah, these captions were great when I first started using them, but they're getting increasingly unhinged. How are you done? Charles says it's a Scunthorpe problem. A word in the other word that they want to censor. Yeah, it's pretty easy to fix from a coding point of view, but I guess they haven't. Yeah. Lady K, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. As you can see, I am a small red-footed tortoise currently eating some tomatoes, while someone cross-stitches in the other side of my screen. Go ahead and finish yourself. Yes. Yay. But welcome, Lady K. Thanks for the follow. If you're working on anything, let us know. If you are working on resting, let us know. Just take easy, also important. Ow. What? What is this? What is this? Toot says I hecked up somewhere. No, Toot doesn't say that. I say that. It's okay. It's fine. I didn't heck up. Okay, good. Binks says, Toot says, Binks just a heckin' hopped up on their lap for cuddles and hit the button to put your legs up. She didn't want cuddles, she wanted leg. Toot has an armchair, like a recliner armchair, and it has control buttons in the side arm. And one, you know, puts the legs up and down, and one turns on the massage function. And the cats will press the buttons at will. So surprise massage sometimes happens. Gwen says a few days ago you got more chips because you had salsa, and now you have no more salsa but an abundance of chips. That's always the way. You either have way too many hot dogs and not enough buns, or too many buns and not enough hot dogs. It says one morning I woke up with the legs out and 3 cats sprawled out of my chair. Oh, that's so funny. They don't need us anymore. They know how to operate technology. All right, pal, you're done? Okay, we'll see ya. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us. Gigi, I don't have any treats. I know my fingers smell like treats, but there are no treats. The aftermath of her destruction there. I came over here to OBS and then I was just staring at it like, what was I doing? I was changing back to the main camera. I'm telling you, the squirrel energy today is strong. Portia says, I'm convinced cats are aliens that saw a great opportunity and took it. like Nibbler from Futurama. A+ reference, and also, yes, I agree. I feel like cats don't actually need us, but they've realized that life is a lot easier if we just let them serve them. Just vibe into the music now. I know we haven't had Spirit City on for a while, but they have a Halloween update. I think Toot said it's coming out October 9th, and I'm so excited for it because they aren't adding any new spirits, but they're adding a ton of like witchy decor and jack-o'-lanterns and new wallpaper options and stuff. I'm very excited. New hairstyles. We might bring back Spirit City too. For a few streams anyways. Toot is hydrating with watermelon grape juice, raspberry crystallite, and haunted apple Fanta. Fanta put out a special line of Beetlejuice flavored Fantas. And we got the, like from the movie Beetlejuice. So it's like all named after all the different characters. We got the Beetlejuice one, which is haunted apple, and it is bright Beetlejuice green. It's an alarming shade of green for any beverage. Gwen says, I feel like most Fanta flavors are alarming colors. I mean, they're definitely not colors that are found in nature. Gigi has decided he's going to hang out here in case there are more treats in the offing. For you guys. There's my handsome man. Hello, handsome man. You see I got that sniff and that slow look away? You're just here for the treats. I was going to say something cross-stitch related. Have I forgotten it completely? Yes, I have. I think I've said this like 6 times, but speaking of the Q&A with Moon, which I was speaking of like an hour ago, video coming out Wednesday. It's going to be just an edited version of that stream, which was us answering the community's questions about cross-stitch related things and some questions that I made up myself. So yeah, video going up on the channel on Wednesday if you're interested. And I had fun with that one. It was a good video to do, and it was like a nice reminder of, you know, stuff that you want to work on and important lessons that you might have forgotten for yourself. Moon was talking about, the question was, if you find yourself in like a slump, an artistic slump, what are some of the things that you do to get yourself out of it? And Moon had a great answer about, you know, introspection and self-care and making sure that your other needs are being met. And that I kind of needed to hear that today while I was or yesterday when I was editing it. So that was nice. So yeah, that'll go up Wednesday. Check that out. I've got a new short going up tomorrow, edited by our very own community member, Almighty Titty. So that'll go up on YouTube and TikTok. Yes. There have not been as many videos as there were previously. I'm just slowing down my video production because they kind of take the most amount of energy and time and spoons that I just haven't been able to give to them lately. So there will be more videos. I haven't stopped making videos completely. I've just kind of slowed down from doing one every week. And yes, Toot saying Almighty Titty is an amazing editor. Everyone should hire him. He is working on setting up commissions so that people can get in touch with him for editing purposes. But yeah, he's got a great eye for stuff. And if you've seen any of the videos on Moon's YouTube channel, Moonface YouTube channel, any of the videos and shorts there, just very well edited. And he did this one for our friend Midnight Crazy, which was just every death that he had in a 2-hour stream. It was hysterical. So much editing too. Like from an editing standpoint, those videos are hard to do, and it was so funny. Thank you, Toot, for doing the shout out. Yes, Moonface, check her out. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Moonfaced everywhere. And in the video on Wednesday. But yeah. That was a fun one to do. I'm getting, at the same time that I'm kind of slowing down the amount of videos that I'm doing, I'm also getting more comfortable with video editing. And I mean, I don't know if you guys find the videos funny, but I'm cracking myself up. So I think that's really the most important part if you're making yourself laugh. Gwen says I've definitely gotten a few good chuckles. Okay, good. Mission accomplished then. The one thing that has been missing from my videos is animal content. I don't know if I've just changed when I'm filming, but the cats don't seem to harass me as much as they used to while filming. Maybe they've just become used to it and it's just a weird thing that Daddy does. Instead of, ooh, new thing must investigate. Cheryl says put treats in your pockets, then they will be there. Perfect. Gigi always knows where to find treats, huh? If you're wondering what I'm doing with the tweezers, I'm picking cat fur out of my stitches. I know that this is going to be completely covered in cat fur by the time I'm finished, but if they're caught under the stitches, I like to pull them out as I go. Except the other day I was doing that while Early was sleeping here, as she usually does, and I accidentally pulled out a fur from Early instead of from the cross stitch, and I felt so bad about it. She didn't even seem to mind that much. She just kind of gave me like a little squawk, and then she was fine. And I was like, oh no. That one was still attached. Gonna be a very busy week for us here in the TheCozyDH community. I almost said the Cozy Charl community because like I was reading your name at the same time. So apparently this is your community now. Enjoy it. Because I'm streaming today. Charlie's Cozy, good. I'm streaming today. New Clue comes out Thursday. We've got our Discord chat Thursday. Stream on Friday, and then another Discord chat on Saturday. So yeah, busy week, but good week. And it's 8 o'clock, which means it's time for our short little break. Let me put up the break screen. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to run 3 minutes of ads. If you're watching on YouTube, just enjoy the vibes. Get up, stretch, unshrimp your position, crack your fingers, crack your toes. I will see you in a few minutes. Alright, welcome back, everyone. GG, no, GG, no. This is not for scratching. This is Daddy's mouse pad. Thank you. Okay, good boy. Just curl up. Be a handsome boy. Anyways, yes. Charles, thank you so much for the sub. For the resub with Prime. Been subscribed for 5 months. 5 months. Amazing. Thank you so much. And that puts us at 20 out of 25 streams for 20 out of 25 subs for the POW hot tub stream. Let me just invisible this for a second. Yeah, there we go. When we reach 25 subs, and a lot of that is thank you to Moon and Mac and several other people who dumped a bunch of gift subs in the channel. I think Wanna did some gift subs. I'm already forgetting. Everybody who gave gift subs, it was great. It was amazing. It was so much fun. I really appreciate you guys. Cheryl says I want that hot tub pal, and Gwen says same. Yeah. So 5 more subs and we'll have a live POW hot tub stream. That will be fun. Help the squirrels. They're in my brain. Toot does things. So we've got streams and chats, and Wednesday and Friday morning Toot is streaming no commentary games. So I know a lot of people don't always tune in to Toot streams because she plays a horror game. However, played up on Wednesday. It's a really fun restaurant management game, and on Friday I am so stoked. She's playing Inscription. Inscription, it's not a scary game, but it is kind of like an eerie game. It's like there's something going on in the background and you're not quite sure what, but it looks like it's just a card game on the front of it. It's really good. So that'll be Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern if you guys want to join in. I'm really looking forward to that one because I will never get tired of watching Inscription. Out in the back, stomping. The heck you say? No, Ow loves bath time. Like, you will see it when we do the hot tub stream. She loves her a bath time. Oh, I think I turned the lo-fi down too much. Right. I'm almost finished the darkest green, and then I think I'm going to switch over to the reds because there's like holly berries in the crown. And then once I do the reds, I can kind of just fill in the rest of the green. Although she's kind of looking like she has like horns right now because her hair obviously is going to be up here and then come down like this, but she does kind of look like she has horns right now. It says I'm trying to finish this piece by the end of stream so I can play Faz. Yay, I get to watch some Faz after stream. I can finish up the last few stitches if you want. A friend of mine, they're like not their stepchild because she's not married to the dad, but like they've been together for 1.5 years. Kid's a teenager, just came out as trans, and my friend was having a little bit of trouble dealing with it. Not dealing with it, but just like wanting to be the best support that she could be, which I super appreciate. And she didn't really know anybody else to ask, so she called me and we had this long talk about it. It was great. And she was like really super excited because I gave her like a lot of concrete things she could do to help the kid out. And one thing I mentioned was pronoun pins. So my June freebie was the pronoun moths, which several people in the community have made, which is amazing. Just trying to see if I can reach one from where I am. I have one pinned up behind Gigi, but it's like pinned to stuff and I don't think I could get it. So this is... Here we go. So the pattern is available for free on my Ko-fi. I've got 6 sets of pronouns. And I'm going to finish... So I'm doing a he, they for my friend's kid, and a she, her for my friend. Toot says, because ally is a verb, absolutely. Being an ally is an active thing that everybody can do. Even little things like wearing a pronoun pin or asking people's pronouns, introducing yourself with your own pronouns. Those are little things you can do. So yeah, so Toot is stitching these up and then I'm going to finish them into pins. Gigi boy, you're in front of my... And yeah, I gave Amy... Woo! I gave my friend the idea for pronoun pins, but Toot had the brilliant idea that we could make them because I already made a pattern and I should have thought of that first, but I did not. So yeah, it was Toot's idea. Toot volunteered to stitch them. Which is, sorry, I have a knot. Okay. Just gonna ignore that knot. What was I saying? Talking about how Toot's smarter than I am. Yep, that's it. Moon and I had a conversation earlier today. Because I was stitching away on a shop sample. And I was stitching and as I was stitching, I realized I was like, oh man, that stitch was so sloppy. And then I did another one. I'm like, that stitch was so sloppy. I guess I just have to deal with it. And then my brain clicks into gear and goes, you can frog it back and fix it because it's not neat. And I was like, oh my god, I can. So I mentioned this like revelation to Moon, and Moon was like, oh my god, you can. And then Toot rolled into chat like, guys. It was so funny. Also, so if you've ever seen any of Toot's pieces, like, let me show you this one again. Trying to get it super close. Oh god, that's so washed out. Okay, that didn't work at all. Toot has really neat stitching. Like, really neat stitching. And I commented on this a lot in a video that I filmed but haven't edited. So Moon and I were talking about how neat Toot's stitching is, and Toot's like, I don't understand. We're like, accept the compliment. Dang it. You're good at what you do. Dang it. My brain's just pinging all over the place. Speaking of the coffee shop and free patterns, there is a new freebie going up tomorrow because it's the 1st of October. So I'll post the link and everything in the Discord, and you'll see a post on Instagram about it as well. But yeah, that'll go up tomorrow. I think you guys will like it. It's cute. It's little. Sorry, I had to do an extra hydrate in between the hydrate commands. It happens when I talk a lot. But yeah, I don't think I showed you guys the rest of the colors of floss for the Yule Witch. So this is her hair. Again, this camera isn't the best for showing colors correctly. Let's see. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, so this is her hair. So it's like really nice pale blonde. And then I've got 2 of the bright reds for the holly. Gwen is excited for tomorrow. With it being October 1st, you get to switch out a specific article of holiday garb. As long as it dries overnight because it doesn't go in the dryer. How very mysterious. Toot coming up with a marketing slogan for the Yule Witch. Yule Witch, you can start stitching her right away. I'm stealing that. Thank you for the hydrate, Moon. Toot charging me $700 for consultation fee. Add consultation fee. I cut out so many of those weird noises from my videos, and then I realized that I do a lot of them when I'm on stream, and you guys know that I do them anyways, so what's the point of cutting them out of the videos? Who can say? I probably put way more effort into my videos than I really need to, especially the cozy casts. I could just sit there and ramble about projects and you guys would be perfectly happy, but no, I have to put in my silly gifs and things and cut out all my ums and ahs and wheezing. I think tomorrow, because I'm always trying to plan ahead and like make sure I'm giving myself enough time to finish shop samples, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna try and Wheel of Whips again for myself, and like actually a Wheel of Whips instead of getting squirreled and not stitching anything at all. I think that'll be fun. And like, you don't have to just use the wheel technique for crafting projects. I know several people in the community have put things like clean the kitchen on their wheel, and just, or like organize this specific craft. Just anything that you don't have to get done at a specific time in a specific order. It's just fun to add that little element of randomness. Toot says, tomorrow I'm excited to get back to Raccoon Family. Yes. I'm really excited to see raccoon family come together. Because that's I designed it, but it's a huge piece. So I haven't actually stitched it up yet, and I'm really excited to see what Toot's gonna do with it. Gwen says chores absolutely get put on the wheel. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good way, because then like you can't spin the wheel again until you do it, so you might as well do it, because then you can spin the wheel again, and spinning the wheel is fun. Oh yeah, and that reminds me, seriously, it's like the ADHD if you give a mouse a cookie train in my head tonight. If you remember the Discord yesterday, was it only yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I did some renovations on the server, added some new channels, moved some channels, that kind of stuff. But one of the things we added, two of the things we added was a to-do list bot and an accountability buddies channel. So if you are trying to get stuff done, keep yourself accountable, that kind of thing, then we have channels for that. You can get the help of the community. And Gwen says Wheel of Whips and Pomodoro timers. I was trying to get a Pomodoro timer bot that also had to-do lists. GG, stop. Pomodoro timers are basically like you do 45 minutes of a focus task and then 15 minutes of rest and then 45 minutes of focus task. Something like that. So I was trying to find a bot that would do timers with pings as well as the to-do function, and I couldn't find a good one. But Pomodoros are always a good idea. I was just holding all my floss down over here so that because Gigi was climbing over. I was just trying to make sure it didn't go anywhere. Yeah, and I just, because we use a bunch of the other channels for that kind of purpose, and helping each other with our goals and getting stuff done, and different ways of, you know, just basically handling day in and day out life. So I'm really happy that we have some more resources in the server to help you guys with that, and of course to help each other out. So yeah, so if you have gotten lost in the new server, there is a server map you can check out. And if you aren't a member of the Discord, why not? No, the Discord is very fun, but I understand not everybody is a Discord person. But if you are a Discord person, I highly recommend checking us out. Thank you, Toot. I was just typing that out. Cheryl says, Spouse has had good luck with Pomodoros. I can ask them about a tool, but I don't know if they know any modern ones. Yeah, that's the thing. I know several websites that are good Pomo tools, but for some reason, every bot that I found that did timers was offline, which probably means that it isn't like supported anymore. So yeah, it was a bit of an effort, exercise in frustration. It is almost the end of stream though, so I guess I can start talking at you about all of the stuff that I need to talk at you about. And that way I'm not trying to rush myself into the ground at 8:28. Bella is here as well. Just gonna pet Bella for a while. So I already mentioned There's going to be a new free pattern up on the coffee tomorrow. And I think I might be able to put the freebies up on Stitchwood as well. I'm going to see. I'm going to try because that would be cool if I could do that. So if I do manage to do that, I'm going to put up the past freebies as well and just let you guys know where they are. New video coming Wednesday, new short coming tomorrow, stream on Friday. Toot is streaming Wednesday and Friday. Server redo. You have any questions? Tiny Witch Sal still going on. And if you would like to sign up, absolutely, there's still time because the second clue hasn't come out. And they are quite small clues compared to some other Sals. There's only 5 of them. We'll be wrapped up well in time to have a spooky piece of magic for Halloween. And yeah, to putting up the link for Stitchwit. If you guys are a fan of Stitchwit, stitchwit.ca was my ONS, basically my online needlework store for all of my supplies. Heather, the owner of Stitchwit, has just recently made the decision to switch her focus to digital projects. So keep an eye on the website. She's going to have sales all throughout the month of October. But then after October, it's going to be all digital products. But if you are a maker in the cross-stitch space, designer, dyer, you make notions, anything like that, Stitchwit does have a vendor marketplace where you can sign up to sell your very own products. And you can check me out there. To put the link in the chat there. And if you would like to sign up yourself, it's great. Heather is great to work with. It's super straightforward, and I have already made several sales from Heather's existing customer base, not my customer base, which is fantastic and surprising. I wasn't expecting that right away. I should have written down notes. But okay. So that's everything. No, that's not everything. I lied. Saturday, new pattern dropping. There will be a new pattern this Saturday. There will be a new pattern next Saturday. There will be a new pattern the following Saturday. All through the month of October, as well as the Tiny Witch Sal, I will be releasing new cross-stitch patterns across all of my platforms. I hope you guys like them. I like them. I think they are pretty cool. And some of them especially, I cannot wait to show you guys. I need to figure out some kind of way to do like a sneak peek, sneak preview thing with you guys, because like sitting on all of the stuff I'm making until it comes out is going to make me burst. Like I'm going to explode. That's it from me. And also from Toot, and also from Pow, and also from Bella. Toot is going to put up a bunch of links in both chats. If you are currently watching on Twitch, please head over and check out the YouTube. If you're currently watching on YouTube, please head over and follow on Twitch. Join us in the Discord server. Check out my link tree for links to where you can find us everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And don't forget to check out your spooky sibling Toot as well. So right about now, I'm going to ask everybody to say everybody who's on Twitch to say goodbye to everybody on YouTube. And everybody who's on YouTube to say goodbye to everybody on Twitch. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, Quarter Stitch. Goodbye, Toot-tube. Toot-tube. When saying Toodaloo-tube. Alright, my friends on YouTube, thank you once again for joining me. I will see you in the Discord server. I'll see you in the comment section. I'll see you in the coffee shop. But most importantly, my friends, I will see you in my heart. Alright. Bye, guys. Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right.